We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, highly unlikely. You know what it is. The single best podcast on the fucking planet. It's your boy Drew. I'm here with my boy Raj.
What's going on?
We're talking about how white guys refuse to admit defeat when they start going bald.
Everyone knows you're on the pills, right? So,
Dude, that's the thing, is I'm on top of that shit, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, white guys don't shave the dome, and I get it.
We got the cul-de-sac.
Like, yeah, I get it totally, right? It's just not unless you're like down with like white supremacy. Like sure, but like most people aren't gonna do it. White guys, no, ain't doing it, man.
No, we
just
hang on
lose
to
it and like get the cul-de-sac, right? The
hang on to like scraggly last bits on your neck.
But whatever, it's all cool. Now,
it's not cool, dude. It's gross.
I was saying, I got nothing against guys that go and get like the shit done. Yeah. Whatever, right? Each to their own. Like that's cool if it makes you feel better, right? Now we know somebody that did it. Mm-hmm. It was like 20 bands.
Yeah, for the good stuff.
But it looks like there's not a lot there. We're like probably a year and a half later now-ish. 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years? Yeah, 2 years. That's right, because he had to wear a hat the first summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 years, just something like that.
Apparently, it takes a little.
But like
time.
it looks like it's still like
there's still a little bit of a bald spot. Yeah.
I would say more than a little bit.
Dude, it was bad before. Like
okay,
bad,
maybe I
bad,
don't.
bad.
Okay, but it looks like it needs to go like a redone.
That's what I was about to say. Is I think you got to go twice to
if I'm
get
doing
the full
it,
clip.
I want like, Ice Cube Jerry curl like 1990, just thick, dripping, like what I mean?
Want
like,
locks, bro.
I want like
locks.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm dropping $20,000 on some fake hair. It better be fucking
Tory Lanez.
Beautiful.
You see Tory Lanez?
No,
he got his shit done.
Yeah,
he went and saw Tyga's doctor. Tyga got his shit done.
Oh shit. You know who they need to go see is Elon Musk's doctor.
Oh, apparently it's Elon. He was looking rugged inside.
Tough. He's beautiful now.
Apparently, Tory Lanez got popped by the pigs.
For what?
Denied bail too, facing 20 years for violating his probation for performing at the Rolling Loud in Miami with Megan Thee Stallion. He broke the you have to stay 500 feet protection order.
Oh.
He came out and the baby brought him out and he was dressed in like a costume. Nobody knew. Took the shit off. Thought it was all funny. I heard the feds got him yesterday. And he even said it's been real. Wiped all his pictures off his social media, and everyone's saying, "Yeah, you got popped."
No shit.
Anyways,
I mean, he got off with shooting.
Stupid to get
shooting
popped for
Megan,
that,
though, bro. He'll get off with this. He'll be fine.
Well, they're holding him till trial. There's no bail.
Oh, they're legit holding him. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, there's like so.
But he's getting split open in there. Let's go. But if I had to be like, imagine being a guy like, you're going away for a long time. You're going to be cracking some dude's cheeks, and you got a chance to make a run at Tory Lanez. Fuck it. Know what I'm saying?
That guy's probably in PC though. You're
What's
famous
PC?
like that. Protective custody. So
dudes be wild.
But it's worse because when you're in protective custody, you have to do the 23-hour lockdown. Just like all the other dudes that are in protective custody.
What do you mean 24-hour lockdown?
You get 23 in one, so you're locked in your cell 23 hours. You get
really?
1 hour free. Yeah. So
that's brutal.
So that's the shit, but they have to protect you because people want to make a name, obviously. So if you're in general population,
at least you're getting off in Gen Pop, you know what I'm saying?
Food, you're a mark. People are going to probably attack you.
Yeah.
So that's why you get put in PC. Well, the celebrities do.
Makes sense.
So
I figured, isn't there like a celebrity quote unquote prison where it's just super cushy, nothing really matters? There's got to be.
No, but I know like the like that college, the moms paying the college scams that was just going on a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Lori Loughlin, I think her name was.
That sounds familiar.
But they went to like a cushier prison. I think, but that's about it. Just because they're like middle American white women, like like celebrities, so they get it. But all the other people, no, you're going to real jail.
But that's what I'm saying. Tory Lanez is a celebrity.
Tory Lanez real jail.
You think so?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Dude.
I think if you got money.
Yo, Lil Wayne went to Rikers. Bro,
was this Lil Wayne
like fucking for years, bro?
Was that was before he blew up though, wasn't it?
No. I was like in the middle of his fucking fame, like
really?
Yeah, bro. And he went to Rikers. They don't fucking play around, man. Huh. You're going to real jail, man. Yeah.
It's the only reason
there's no like celebrity jail like that. There's like low level where these women went for the college, paying the money for the kids to get into college.
Yeah,
they went to probably like the lowest security, and those are like, we got one out here in Mission. Yeah, and it's just like super low. You could walk away from those places.
Yeah,
and some people have.
See,
the reason deemed like no risk to society kind of thing.
The reason I ask is because you know who Jordan Belfort is? Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's the guy. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, greatest movie of all time. Right? Yeah, nuts. He's a lot of the stuff in the movie is actually true, and he's even talked about it too. That the jail he went to was like super cushy. You could do whatever you want. He basically like prison guards. He gave him cell phones. Could talk to whoever he wants. People come and go. Plays tennis. Like chills.
Maybe because, like I said, financial white men. Like if it's a finance,
but I think it's just a money thing. Like if you have enough money, you could probably go to one of these establishments.
Wayne's got money. These celebrities got money.
That's what I'm saying.
They're real jail.
And maybe it is a racial thing.
So I'm sure it plays a role.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does, man. Yeah. You know, but I don't know. Maybe like okay. Also, to back up your point too, Jeffrey Epstein when he got busted the first time, he got to leave prison.
Yeah, no problem.
And go work 8 hours a day. Just come back and sleep, bro.
Light work.
For child or whatever it was, the first charge that he got
trafficking, rape
you know what
charges.
I'm saying? So it sounds like race is playing a factor here, dog. You know what I'm saying? So just do this shit if you're white.
Cool. Yeah, no doubt.
So you're good. I'm not.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I'm going Rikers.
Buddy, I think
Jeffrey Epstein.
I think there's two factors. There's
Lil Wayne, Jeffrey Epstein.
I think there's two factors. There's color your skin and then tax bracket. I think as long as you're above a certain tax bracket.
Wayne's in that tax bracket though.
There's
fucking height of Wayne's fame. Fuck yeah, he was in that tax bracket. He might have blew it all. But
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between.
He had it though,
buddy. There's a difference between Jordan Belfort money and Lil Wayne money. Big difference,
bro. But Lil Wayne money is still fucking hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Two factors, right? He missed on one of the factors.
Obviously, big time.
Black man.
So,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You ever measured your penis?
Oh my god, dude! Don't tell me you sound the same story I did.
I hope so. You gotta answer the question first.
Yeah, I think we all did as a kid. Yeah, for sure.
We did as a kid.
But I used a ruler.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you saw the same shit.
That's exactly. Yeah. So for those who haven't seen this, there's a kid in the UK who apparently.
Do you see the pictures too?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty wild. God, he tried to quote measure his dick, but he did it by sticking a USB cable inside his urethra.
Where they do that at? UK, obviously. What the fuck is going on here?
What's it called? A roadman? Is that what they call like UK street kids? Roadman? Pretty sure that's where it is. There's like some term for it.
Okay.
But either way, I'm like, buddy, there's a really, really easy way for you to do this, which means what I'm thinking is no way was actually trying to measure his dick. Like he was trying to get off because there's some dudes into weird stuff.
Well, the article says that it's like sexual curiosity plays a role in it.
100%.
So, first of all, let's not get it twisted. It was like a 10-foot cord.
Dude.
That shit was so fucking long, bro. And it's like, guy, what are you doing? First of all, how bad does that hurt?
See, the thing is,
oh my fucking god, dude. Are you kidding me,
dude,
man?
With the x-rays, like for those, it was a USB-A to USB-C. So like the thick rectangular square part is what he shoved inside of himself.
No, but he said...
Wild.
He stopped when both ends were coming out, bro.
Oh, dude.
So like the cord got so entangled, I guess, in his scrotum.
Yeah,
I was saying, right? So and then goes to the hospital. Right? I guess he starts pissing blood. That's like the least of your worries.
Hey man, you know what I'd be more worried about? The USB cable stuck in my dick.
Oh, I saw like the bloody USB too. I was like,
oh dude, I didn't go that far. Jesus,
bro.
man.
Oh, I was so sick. I seen the X-ray, and then the next picture was the
bloody USB
cable. Oh, bro, it's nasty, man.
Dude.
It wasn't one of those Apple certified ones either. It's like one of those cheap gas
station
ones.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, totally.
Bro, like treat yourself. If you're gonna do it right. You know what I mean?
But it was so disgusting, dog.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And I also went and said that like people that would engage in this type of behavior is like they could be like have mental disorders and borderline schizoactive bipolar personality disorders. That was a tough word right
he's
there.
He's schizophrenic and bipolar. Dude, I think he just likes getting shit stuck in his dick. Like, what's it called? Masochism, where you enjoy pain, right? There's lots of people who like that.
Oh, bro.
There's like the article I read, there's like a certain term. And I want to say it's called stuffing, but it's different, where you actually stick things inside your urethra and people get off on it.
Yeah, later on in that article that I was reading it, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
This is your homepage.
It said somebody put 6 kidney beans in their urethra.
What?
And had to go to the hospital. Like, no shit.
Dude,
like, what are we fucking doing here,
dude,
man?
you know those little guns where you put, like, marshmallows in them and you go pop, 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 pop? Imagine shooting kidney beans.
Okay, I was gonna preface this story because, like, I was, like, gonna be like, yo, bro, have you ever done something stupid when you were a kid that you may or may not have gotten in the hospital, but you did something stupid to yourself, right? Super embarrassing, right? And
never.
I have a story.
So what did you stick inside your dick?
No, it wasn't my dick. It was my nose. So I was like in elementary school. This is like grade 2 or 3. I was at my babysitter's, right?
Yeah.
Before my parents picked us up from work, right?
Yeah.
We went to the babysitter's. So we're at the babysitter's chilling, and we started put a rock up our nose. We're shooting out of our nose, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking idiots, right?
Yeah.
Stupid kids, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, fuck, that'd be dope. I want to, like, get it real far. So I'm like, I like, inhale, right? I snorted in, right? I'm thinking I'm going to shoot this shit, right?
Slingshot it out your nose.
Fucking stuck, right? And I'm, like, picking my nose, like, bleeding and shit, right? Can't get it out, though, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. Obviously, they tell the fucking babysitter, right? She's fucking mean, right? Like, this lady would wash out people's mouths with soap and shit.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, so I knew I was in for it, and she was, like, super choked. Couldn't get it out, trying to, like, blow and shit, right? Nothing. And she fucking slapped me, and the fucking rock came out of my nose, bro. So I was like, fuck, I can see, you know, I ain't never sticking nothing in my urethra, dog. But I can see pulling out, this is stupid shit. Like, this shit I don't understand,
dude, that's
man. Like,
so funny, bro.
So, like, another time, too, when I was a kid, I was, like, trying to flip a quarter in my mouth. I ended up choking it and swallowing it.
Yeah.
Told my parents, I'm like, yo, I fucking just swallowed the quarter. And, like, they got it scared. And, like, oh, we got to take you for an x-ray. But, like, you just passed that shit, right?
See, I snorted a popsicle stick once. I don't know what I was doing. Just being a kid, and I was just twirling that fucker in my nose. And I don't know. And then the whole thing went in, and I swallowed, and I was like... And I was in the middle of kindergarten, like in the middle of class, and I was like freaking out for the rest of the day. I go home, I'm like, Mom, I inhaled a popsicle. She's like, that didn't happen. And I'm like, Mom.
Like, oh, kids these days.
Dude, it's so funny.
That's fucking dope. But yeah, I don't know. UK be fucking wild, man. I don't know about that shit, bro. Crazy, dog.
What do you want to talk about?
I seen Deontay Wilder. He had an interview on the PBC podcast.
Okay.
So he has 5 kids, 3 boys and 2 girls, right?
All different baby mamas?
Probably, but I'm not sure.
Deontay's
but the oldest daughter is 16 now, right?
Okay.
So she's like dating age, right?
Dude, imagine
and they asked,
picking up some girl and his dad's Deontay Wilder.
And he's like, asked how he reacts to the idea of the girls bringing guys over, right? And he's like, I've got great kids. I got no problems. But I tell all my girls, if you get boyfriends, I got to meet them, right? Which is totally reasonable.
Of course.
Any father would want to meet their daughters, whoever they're dating, whatever. And then he says, they got to spar with me at least 3 rounds.
No headgear.
So I know they can protect my daughter. You know he's going to punch you right in the balls. You know that's right off the rip. He's just going to fucking uppercut you in the dick.
And it's over.
And then he's going to be like, all right, cool. You guys go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, have a good night with my daughter. I'm sure you'll be back on time.
It would be the scariest thing ever.
It would be real talk, though, man. Like, fuck. That fight comes up pretty quick, too, right? October 9th?
Yeah, Deontay's going to get walked through, man.
I don't know if he gets walked through, but...
I think it's walked through, man.
I think he loses, though. But it'd be interesting. I'm just stoked to see it, man.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of upcoming fights, this weekend UFC 266. You want to go through the card? Because there's tons of good fights on here, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tons of good fights. Starting with the prelims, Dan Hooker and Marlon Moraes are both fighting. Dan Hooker's fighting a guy named Nassar, and I'm not even going to try his last name. and Marlon's fighting a guy named Marab, and I'm not even trying pronouncing his last name. But both these guys kind of have the same story where it's, I think Nasrat's 12-3, and Marab's like 14-4 or something. So both upcoming guys. They've been kind of fighting the lower level guys, and this is their first big time fight. So it's, can you guys hang? Basically, Dan Hooker's had a bit of a rough skid. So is Marlon. So they're both kind of in the same boat of like, yo, you lose this fight, you might be looking at getting cut pretty quick. Like, it's tough. So
I love Hooker. He's put on so many classic fights.
Oh,
That guy's
dude.
just super exciting. Like, definitely will never miss any one of his fights.
Nope.
But yeah, obviously where they're placed on the card kind of seems like, yeah, what you're saying is probably true, right?
Marlon, I don't really care about. But I hope.
Didn't Hooker have
makes it
like
through.
visa problems too, or no?
Yeah, dude. Apparently, so he. This is a funny story. He applied for his visa when he got offered the fight, and I forget if it's New Zealand or Australia. I think it's New Zealand. They said no to his visa, and he's like, "Okay, I guess I'm not fighting." And he talked about it on a podcast, and I guess people, like thousands and thousands of New Zealanders, hit up the New Zealand visa government or whatever, or department or whatever it is, and they all applied for visas, and their names were "Give Dan Hooker his fucking visa." Like,
oh, really?
thousands of people like
dope.
berated them through that, berated them online through Twitter, and then so they ended up giving him his visa
Okay.
on like 2 weeks' notice. Basically, he knew that he was coming over. So hopefully he was in shape the whole time, and it wasn't like, oh, they said no to his visa and he kind of stopped training. So I hope he's still sharp, but either way, it'll be a good fight.
Moraes too. I can't remember what was. Do you remember who he fought last?
Yeah. Actually, I don't.
Oh, was it not Aldo?
Marlon. He was looking good in his last fight, and then he started like shit in the bed, which is kind of what he does. He always looks super, super good in the first round, and then kind of falls apart.
Oh yeah, I can't remember who he fought.
Last fight was Rob Font.
Oh.
And Rob Font, who was winning in the first round, Marlon was, and then later in the round, Rob caught him, ended the fight. The fight before that was Corey Sandhagen, which was a sick fight. Marlon was kind of winning the first round again.
Right. That's right.
And then Corey knocked him out. Before that, it was Jose Aldo, which he won, which was, I remember, a controversial decision that a lot of people thought Jose won. And then before that, he got knocked out by Henry Cejudo. So he's had a rough run here. But, I mean, you look at the guys he's fought. Henry Cejudo,
exactly. That's fucking
Jose
right.
Aldo.
You know what I mean?
He fought Rob Font, Corey Sandhagen. Like, those are some monsters. So I don't know.
You can't really be. I'm not even really mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Nope,
Like,
not either. But
But whatever, I'll take it. Like, you get better fights in the prelims. Like, let's do this. I'm down, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at it.
Looking at the main card, Jessica Andrade versus Cynthia Calvillo was the first fight. Did you know that Jessica is apparently like murdering it on OnlyFans?
Yeah, she said that's how she bought her house and her car.
Yeah, she paid off her car, bought
All her
multiple,
debt.
like all this stuff.
Yeah, I heard that a while back.
It's hilarious that she's making more money on OnlyFans than her UFC
That's
career.
fucking sad, is what it is.
Like, good for her that she's doing it though. Like,
yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade here, but maybe a little bit. Like,
What's that?
I would never buy her OnlyFans.
Oh, fuck, hell no. Like, what do you mean trying to not throw any shade? Hell, fuck no, man.
So, like,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
fact that she's making that much money on OnlyFans, either one, she's wiling out.
Or shit's really cheap in Brazil. You get a house for like $68.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, whatever. At least you can do it and whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and I think she even said herself, I got to do it while I can because, like,
For sure.
it's not going to be around forever. Like, people aren't going to be in forever. So, yeah, whatever, right? Get your hustle on. And
100%.
everyone needs to have a side hustle or two. So, yeah, get the money, right? That's all it's about. Money pays the bills, not fucking belts.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Unfortunately. Who do you think's winning that fight?
I'm just going to say Jessica Andrade. I don't know much about this Calvillo.
She's good. She's really good. I think Andrade's probably gonna win too, just because she's kind of fought the who's who of late. It's been Rose twice. She won both those fights. She fought Weili Zhang. She lost that. Fought Valentina. Lost that. But like,
she's a minus 280 favorite, too.
monster opponents. And I know Calvillo's good, but I don't think she's gonna be able to hold up. I'm just looking at her last opponents. Her last one, she beat Jessica I, which is super legit. And then before that, Caitlin Schukahagen, which I've never heard of. Before that, Courtney Casey. Before that, no one else really. So some fights, but not. I don't think on the level of Jessica. So this will be her first real test, though. She's 9-2.
Are we getting the Weili Zhang rematch or no?
Yeah, her and Rose,
Yep.
they agreed to a fight. I think it's in December, I
Cool.
think.
Okay, cool.
Which would be sick. Next fight after that, Curtis Blades versus Rosenstruck. What do you think of this?
I think Blades got it.
I think so, too. These are, like, the two guys who, like, are kind of the gatekeepers of the division. Like, they can't hang with the top guys. So this is kind of the fight between the two gatekeepers. I think Blades is just more well-rounded. He's a fucking monster, man.
Yeah, I think he'll pull it out for sure.
Next fight on the card. This is my favorite one. I'm so fucking pumped for this. Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler.
Lawler's one of my all-time favorites.
Dude, both these guys are monsters in terms of just like entertainment value. Ridiculous.
So why was Nick Diaz out for so long? If he I don't know why he took a fight now and not all these years before. I don't know. I didn't follow, so
I have no idea either.
No, okay.
No, I have no idea. I know there was like some contract stuff and some other things, but like for those who don't know, like his last fight was in 2015 against Anderson Silva.
Do you know what he's getting paid for this fight?
No idea. It usually comes out after. It's funny. One of the craziest stats I saw about this though was Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz fought already, but they fought 17 years ago.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Robbie just because he's one of my all-time faves. But yeah, I think everyone, that's probably the most anticipated fight probably. Well, Ortega Volkanovski, but I think everyone's down for this one, you know.
As soon as this got announced 6 months ago, I was like, yes, please.
Did it get canceled once already or no? Am I tripping?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, I'm stoked to watch it, man. I'm here for it for sure.
Do you think Nick actually like looks anything like how he used to?
That's the thing. I don't know, man. Like, I expect him to be in super good shape, but like, I really don't know what to expect. You know, is the boxing gonna be good? You know, I don't know. How old is he now, man?
He's 38. But Robbie's...
And like, what's he been doing, too? That's another thing.
He's been running triathlons. See, but Robbie's 39, man. Like,
but Robbie's been fighting way more active than Diaz. Way more.
Who's who?
That's what I'm saying. Does Nick run a school? Maybe he's like still training all the time. Like, that's what I don't know. Like,
no clue.
That's what I want to know. What he's been up to the last few years. You know what I mean? Like, because that could have a huge thing if he hasn't trained. And Robbie's been super active in his later years. You know what I mean? Especially compared to Diaz. So
I mean, you just look at his last couple fights. He fought Neil Magny. He fought Colby Covington. He fought Ben Askren. He fought RDA. He fought Donald Cerrone. Like, he's been fighting like the who's who. Like,
Robbie's only a minus
-120
guys. Favorite too. So it's like fucking pretty much a pick 'em, bro. You know?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, like you said, Nick Diaz is such like an unknown factor. Like, we have no idea what he's gonna come in looking like.
But I expect him to be in really good shape, and like,
for sure.
he ain't gonna come in half-assing. I know that for sure.
Dude, he runs triathlons, you know what I'm saying? All the time. He's a monster.
I fully expect him to bring it, for sure. I do. I think he's gonna put on a good show. I think they both put on a good show.
Apparently, there's like I'm just reading this right now that just came out that like Nick Diaz says, like, quote, he doesn't know why he's fighting Robbie Lawler. He'd prefer to fight Kamaru Usman.
Okay, settle down, dude.
Bro, you haven't fought in 5 years. Like, I get you're a huge name, but like.
So what's that mean? Is he back then? Like, this isn't gonna be the only fight? I thought this might be like a swan song and like he'd be done after.
That's what I thought too. This is like a retirement.
But like that sounds like he's trying to like, you know, angle for the next fight already.
What I think this is I think this is him coming back. He's gonna put on a huge show. Like, for those who don't know, like all those clips of like somebody like laying down in front of Anderson Silva, that was Nick Diaz. Like screaming Stockton, motherfucker, slapping people, laying on the ground. Fuck you, come here, right? Like, so I think
he was dope.
I think he's gonna put on a huge show, and then I think he's gonna try and do some boxing. So there's so much more money in it, like so much more money in it.
Oh, I know. Side note here, but we talked last week about that brutal Triller card.
Yeah,
it only sold 150,000.
For sure, it did, dude.
I don't even think that covered Evander's part of the fucking like they lost so much dough, bro.
Dude, they're going out of business
so like
fast,
they gotta be real careful. You know what I'm saying? Like. There's a line here, you know. You can't just be throwing anybody in and expect people to be paid for that shit, right?
That's not how it works.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to say that while I remembered. But the women fighting, that's like a This is gonna be a walkthrough for Valentina.
Yeah, dude. At this point, it's really like, who is Valentina gonna put down today? Like, I'm sure Lauren Murphy's great.
I'm just looking to see that dance after that she does. You know, she always does that
ballerina
dance
hard,
or something. Bro. Yeah.
I want to see the odds on this. Odds. Yeah, she is
minus 1250, bro.
Dude,
like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so she closed right under 1250, and at one point she was a minus 1600. Holy shit. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough for. It's gonna be a tough night in the office for Lauren Murphy.
I think so too. Yeah.
Main event. Super pumped on this. There's so much going on in terms of like what this means for the division. So Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega.
I think it's gonna be easy for Volkanovski.
You think so?
I really do.
You want to put 20 on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Cause I
think
Ortega.
He's like.
Okay, walk me through why he's gonna win.
I think I don't want to say he's like disrespected, but I think he's like not really people like really throw his name in when you mention the best fighters. You don't really hear his name, and like that one Holloway, the last Holloway fight could have went to Holloway. I think if I remember correctly, right.
But so he won the first one.
The first one he was great.
Full one.
I think and Ortega like. I just want to know how much better he's gotten. Like I'm just expecting Volkanovski to take Ortega's legs out.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there. And I think if you're just gonna get that in like 5 rounds of just kind of like not Ortega getting whooped, but I think it's gonna be stand up and Volkanovski wins on points kind of fight. That's how I see it.
See, this is the thing. Is like for sure, Alexander's got him on stand up. Like it's not even close. That being said, Brian looked good against Korean Zombie, like went toe-to-toe standing the whole time, which is no easy task, like straight up. He's gotten better for sure than the last Max Holloway fight because Brian got the absolute shit kicked out of him.
A while ago.
That was a long time. So
was fucking tough.
I know Brian's gotten a lot better, but he reworked his camp, and I think his new camp there's going to be a big focus on not actually fighting with an ego and knowing that, hey, my advantage is on the ground, so fucking use that advantage. Like, you're fighting for a belt here. Because that was the thing with Max Holloway in a lot of his previous fights is that, like, Brian would try to stand on his feet, get pieced up, end up having to shoot a takedown out of desperation, and then he's so good on the ground that he ends up tapping him. And it's like, man, you should have just gone to that right away. Like, this is your strength. This is what you're good at. Do it. Obviously develop your striking, which he has been, but like
you gotta set up the takedowns, right?
Yeah, man. Like you're fighting for the belt here, so I genuinely think he's gonna play it safe because Alexander's like a small guy for the division, and Brian's pretty big, so I think he's gonna stay on the outside and then wait for a shot and take it, and I think he's gonna choke him out.
Alexander's New Zealand,
yeah. I think him and Izzy are out of the same.
They ain't denying his visa, are they?
Yeah, can you imagine?
No, it should be good.
I'm excited for it.
Same.
Another kind of interesting note to this is like Alexander, his last fight, in my opinion, he lost to Max Holloway, and Max is also only Brian's loss. So it's kind of like the three of them are at the top of the division. I'm hoping Brian wins, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I think the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Volkanovski because he can stuff takedowns. So I'm gonna say Brian's got it late round 2, early round 3.
Like how? Submission?
Yeah, I think submission. I think there's no way he beats him by any other means.
Right, yeah.
I think he has to submit him.
And where is this? Vegas? No.
I have no clue actually where it is. Okay. No, I'm not sure. It's gotta be Vegas.
Pretty good card though.
Really stacked card.
Not bad.
I'm pumped for it. Do you want to quickly touch on the NFL and how terrible both of our teams are?
Oh, it's therapy time,
dude.
Yeah.
It's actually depressing.
Are you ready? We should have a psychiatrist here.
We should. Straight up.
For this segment, we should call in and talk to a mental health professional.
Because, dude.
So, let's start with you or...
Yeah, we can start with me.
Okay. Well, that was a really good game.
It was a really good game.
You think Dexter Lawrence got his ass kicked in the locker room after?
Yeah, man. But see, the thing is, like, yes, that was a clown thing, but there were so many clown moves, like the holding.
Like dropping
when DJ runs a 70-yard, 50-yard tee-down runs, get called back, so we lose a touchdown there. Slayton straight up just drops a walk-in touchdown, like the jump on the offside kick. Like, there was just so much.
Yo, Daniel Jones, probably the best I've ever seen him play.
Yeah. 100%.
No turnovers. Like That's fucking like rare. That's like snow in August.
And see, the thing is, this is like how Daniel Jones plays. Is he's normally just like really solid, but he turns it over so much that it kind of washes away everything else.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. So I hope that he can continue this non-turnover issue, but like, dude, that was a disaster all the way around, man. We got to stop with penalties.
I think he almost had 100 yards rushing too.
Yeah,
if
man.
I'm not mistaken, right? Like, you know, yeah, real. Like, I know I'm hard on him, so I'll give him props when it's deserved.
Dude, our O-line is so bad. We have no rush. He gets pressured on
you're
every
probably
play.
One of the worst
like,
in the
dude,
league.
it's so bad.
That's coming from someone who has a really shitty O-line too.
Dude,
so,
it's bad, man.
You know, I feel for you. So 0-2 for the 8th time in the last 9 years.
Yeah, man.
None which have resulted in the trip to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'll get to this a little bit more later because I myself is 0-2. So, yeah, okay, let's get into me here. I might be a bit angry here.
Dude, you've had 2 heartbreaking losses.
So, yeah, okay. I've lost 2 games by 4 points, total of 4 points, okay? Buddy hit a 52-yarder last week in Cincinnati to send it to overtime.
Yep.
Missed an extra point this past week against the Cardinals. Also hit another 50-plus, I believe. And then fucking pushes a 37-yarder chip shot wide right. Sorry, he made 2 52-yarders earlier in the game.
Yeah.
So pushed an easy one wide right. So super choke, bro. We had Kyler Murray threw 2 touchdowns, 1 pick six.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle Hunter had 3 sacks. Like Dalvin Cook had 131 yards. The Cardinals defense a real issue. Like Cook was piecing them up so good. Cousins played excellent. The 3rd highest graded QB by PFF this week. Like unreal. Definitely should have won that game. Now getting back to no. This is the fucking worst part. Before I forget here. So obviously we're watching this shit. I can see on my TV that sorry, I'm just trying to find it on my phone.
All good, man. I'm just looking at your upcoming schedule. Like, bro,
it's tough. This is why
you needed these 2 wins.
We could be 0-4, dog.
You needed these 2 wins
because isn't it Seattle, Cleveland?
You play Seattle, Cleveland. Then you get the
bro.
See, but then you get the Lions, which is shit, Panthers or whatever. But then you play the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Chargers, the Packers, the 49ers.
This is why we needed these 2,
dude. You needed to win both these games. Like after this, the only 2 shit teams you play are the Lions and the Bears.
Okay, here's the worst part. Here, I'm gonna play this. So. This is from the Vikings. This is what makes the loss even worse, man. So, this is the Vikings radio team.
Okay.
As they're watching the missed field goal go through.
High snap, put down. Joseph, come on! It is good! No, he missed it. Are you kidding me? He missed it right. He missed it right. Oh, my goodness.
How fucking embarrassing.
Buddy, your whole franchise is embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassing. Like, are you fucking for real, man? And like, if you don't know the Vikings, let me break it down to you.
Yeah, you guys. Okay? At least I have some Super Bowl wins.
This is what the Vikings kicker do. If you know, you know. If you're a Vikings fan, you know this already. Gary Anderson, Blair Walsh, and then here's a. You want to know the real fucking kicker too, bro?
Tell me.
So we had this guy Daniel Carlson, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking hell of a leg on him, but man, he missed a few, and they're like, "Yo, you're done."
Yeah.
Right. Went to the Raiders. Tell me who the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week was.
I'm sure it was him.
The ex-kicker, bro, Daniel Carlson. Like, fuck me. Are you kidding me, man? So, just rubbing salt in the wound here, bro. Now, we talked about being 0-2, right?
Yeah.
Now, since 2007, it's been about 10% of teams that started 0-2 have made the playoffs. Now, we have an extra game this year. Don't know how it's going to be, but it does not look good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll say this. Out of the 0-2 teams, which are Falcons, Giants, Lions, Vikings, Colts, Jets, Jaguars, out of those, who do you think would make the playoffs?
Say that list again.
Falcons, Giants, Lions, Vikings.
Yeah.
Colts, Jets, Jaguars.
Colts.
I'm thinking it's gonna. This is me just lost in the sauce and drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm still doubling down on the Vikings.
No, dude,
don't give a fuck. And just to put a little,
you have maximum 4 wins on your schedule moving forward.
Put the cherry on top here.
Yeah, tell me.
Brashad Breeland, PFF has him ranked 99th, and that's last, if anyone doesn't know, for all NFL cornerbacks. So shit just keeps getting better, dog.
Dude, I'm looking at my schedule. I think I might be right there with you, man.
So
it is apart from the Bears and the Eagles, it's all losses, bro. Oh, I put the Falcons. That's good. But, dude, I got Saints, Cowboys, Rams, Chiefs, Raiders, Bucks, Dolphins, Chargers. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a tough go.
Did you see that fucking Houston's coach declines the penalty so he had an option for 3rd down or decline it, and it was 4th down, and he declined it and took 4th down? Like, who does that? Why would you not take the 3rd down? Like, what the fuck is this, a high school coaching here, bro? And Mike McCarthy, did you hear that bullshit with Mike McCarthy?
No.
So they let so much time run off the clock, and like they had a game winner 56-yarder against the Chargers, right? Zerline, Greg the leg, and it's just like, yo, they didn't have to make it that long. They could have taken a timeout, pushed the ball forward.
Yeah.
He let so much time go off, and they're like, what the fuck? Why'd you let so much time go off? And this guy made up so many excuses. He's like, first he said, I couldn't see the clock. Okay,
it is your job to see the
$8 billion stadium, right? So first he said he didn't see the clock. Second, he said, okay, first of all, if you can't see the clock where you're looking, look somewhere else.
Inexcusable.
You should.
You're the head coach and you can't move.
Bill Belichick would go out an hour before and make sure he would know where every clock is in the building. Like, it's something you're supposed to know. And then he says, Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, somebody was blocking him so he couldn't see. Kellen Moore, you can move. Yeah. It's so crazy. Anyways, he made up all these excuses. And, like, if they would have lost that game, bro, pretty sure he would have got fired. Like, that's like,
yeah, I could see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you come back? And the guy bailed him out, nailing him 56 yards.
There's some bad coaching calls already.
Some really boneheaded calls. Bro.
We both, as soon as they announced this hire, both were like, yeah, that's not a good hire.
Oh, he was a really good play caller in Green Bay. He doesn't call plays in Dallas.
No.
So you're hiring for his best attribute, and you don't even use him for that.
Yeah.
So this is where, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, it doesn't take much to see that shit. But
yeah, it's tough.
The Ravens-Chiefs game was fucking unbelievable.
Dude, so good.
Lamar answered the demons.
Yep.
You know, remember the kryptonite comment?
Yep. I mean, it did take a fumble, but still. A win's a win. Like, to get that monkey off your back?
For sure.
It's huge.
Mahomes threw the brutal pick. Hilaire fumbled. Mm-hmm. Don't know why you're even giving it to Hilaire. You guys got one of the worst running teams in the league, and you're not going to leave it in Mahomes' hands, you know?
Yeah.
Which you've always done. And, like, whatever. They should have won. This is I always knock Lamar, too, for, like, yo, when you're down, you can't throw it that good, so you coming back, like, you know what I mean?
It's big for him.
They doubled down, kept running the ball,
mm-hmm.
came back. He had 2 picks in the first quarter.
Dude, that was the biggest thing.
First one wasn't his fault. Sammy Watkins fell down.
But still,
that was right in Honey Badger's arm.
Could have gone off the rails so fast.
For sure. And then he threw another pick at the end of the first quarter, and it's just like, you know, fuck. But fourth quarter, he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Monster.
Yeah, he was really unbelievable. And it's just like, I know I'm really super hard on him. And it's just like, you love to see when the coach is like, yo, Lamar, you want to go for it here on 4th and 1? Bro. You don't want to give Pat Mahomes the ball back, right? You know what I mean?
Chance.
So, it was great. You know, Aaron Rodgers was probably like fucking throwing shit at the TV when he seen the coach ask him. He's like,
yeah, exactly.
My coach ain't asking me that shit, bro. Lamar had 107 rushing yards, 239 passing yards. And here's the blueprint. Very hard to do, but the Chiefs are held to just 24 minutes of time of possession that night, right?
Yeah.
They hold a 2-6 records in games when they have less than 25 minutes, compared to 37-3 when they have 25 plus minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's why the Browns played them so close.
Now it's easy to say, hard
won.
to do though. You know what I mean? But there is the blueprint.
Yep.
So, which is have a good run game. So like Titans, Browns,
Ravens,
Baltimore,
the Rams are always power running.
Dallas maybe. Elite, Pollard. Speaking of Dallas, I was like, Pollard's the second best running back. He's better than Zeke, bro.
But he's way better.
So
it's actually ridiculous.
But yeah, no, that Ravens game was fucking stupid. And another thing that makes it so crazy, Ravens have 15 players on injured reserve.
Yep. They lost
and
like 3 running backs.
You
right
still
off the
come
rip.
back and do that. So huge team win. They're going to build off this. Lamar was the third leading rusher, I think, this week in the NFL. Like, the guy's just crazy. Like,
Yeah, he's a monster.
it's just he just proved he can do it coming back. And like, don't get me wrong, the Chiefs' defense is the worst in the league this year. Like, in terms of yardage, they're last.
They were bad last year too.
They got big issues there.
Yeah.
And maybe too big for Mahomes to keep bailing them out, I think, man. You know what I mean?
Tough.
We'll see what happens. But the defense has never looked this bad with Mahomes there.
No, like when you're going against rosters like the Browns, like the Rams, like the Ravens, it's tough to keep up, man. Speaking of the Rams, you watched the Rams-Colts game?
Yeah, Rams look a little shook there.
They did.
Yo, how the fuck Carson Wentz sprains both ankles on one play, dog?
Dude, like...
So pathetic. Only Wentz can fucking fuck up both ankles on one play.
But this is like the biggest, the worst, the Colts' worst nightmare just happened. Like, you pick up Carson Wentz with an history of injuries, and you're like, please, please, please don't go down, and he goes down.
I tweeted out that day when they signed Wentz. I'm like, yo, they should have signed Minshew.
Yeah.
I tweeted that out. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they doing, man.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna be begging Phillip
and
Rivers.
how you're not prepared for this too? Like, the guy's been injured. You should have a A1 backup.
100%, I agree.
Sorry, Eason, you threw a pick to Ramsey. Game over.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, they were in that game on. They
100% they're in the game.
Like, so yeah, man. I don't know. And Wentz, I don't know. Don't look good, man. That guy's like Mr. Glass too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so.
He just needs to learn how to like go down. Like,
I mean, Aaron Donald taking it down is fucking a motherfucker. You know?
I agree, but still, like that entire game, like because I hadn't watched them week 1, but watching that game,
and week
like,
1 he was decent against Seattle. I watched it, and he was even decent against the Rams. Like,
he was.
I don't want to put it all, but like
I'm talking about just like knowing you have an injury history and not like going for those extra yards, dropping your shoulder on guys. It's like, buddy, what are you doing? Like, I know that's not how he got injured, but still, a bunch of times I'm literally just like clenching every time he leaves the pocket.
I don't know, man. We'll see. It don't look good though, and like I don't know. Colts like the Colts line doesn't look as good either, but
it's tough all the way around.
Also the Raiders, 2-0.
Yep.
Beating Pittsburgh 26-17.
How legit do you think they are?
Bomb. Well, as you know, I didn't talk shit about it, but I said I didn't like him in our NFL show there.
Yeah.
I said I didn't like him. I didn't trust John Gruden. But Carr leads the NFL with over 800 yards passing, 4 touchdowns.
Telling you how Carr's good, man.
The huge thing that I didn't think they had this year was the defense. That's been the biggest turnaround.
And I thought the same thing, but it's been playing really, really well.
So they've been the worst throughout Carr's 8-year career. The defense has been, but they pressured Roethlisberger on 31% of his dropbacks. That's the second highest pressure rate against them since the start of 2020. And it's not just Carr. Like we talked about, like Casey Hayward is the number 1 highest graded coverage corner. Mm-hmm. Max Crosby, the highest graded defensive end.
Yep.
He's getting consistent pressure.
Darren Waller as a tight end position is absolutely sick.
Yeah, and Ruggs, if they can unlock Ruggs a little bit more. Yeah, but they got Jacobs when he comes back. Mm-hmm. And another thing, too, they had no running backs. They threw, I think, like on 70% of their first downs.
Yep.
Gruden was, like, super aggressive. So, yeah, man, maybe they're going to make me eat my words. And I said, too, like, I wasn't a fan of Bridgewater and the Broncos. And these guys are the only 2-0 teams in the AFC.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Bridgewater had a great week.
I said the same
Sutton
thing, too.
coming back is great. So they're making me eat my words too. We'll see how it goes. It's two games, but yeah, no one ever thought Broncos and Raiders would be the 2-0 teams, last undefeated.
And
teams.
that division is stacked. Like the fact that the Broncos and Raiders are playing good, like Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers, like that's a stacked division.
I think this is the first time the Chiefs haven't been number 1 in like 5 years.
Yeah, I believe it.
Something like that. So,
looking forward to next week. Game I'm excited for: Bucks at Rams. I think, in my opinion, is game of the week.
Is there Packers-Niners too?
Yeah, Packers-Niners. And then the other really good one, Chargers at Chiefs. Bucks versus Ram, I think, in my opinion, those are like the I think that's going to be your Super Bowl. I
So
predicted.
who you got winning this game? Where it's at SoFi? It's in LA?
It's at SoFi. I got the Bucks winning. Even though I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl, I think the Bucks win this matchup, and then I think we see them again in the Super Bowl and Rams win it.
I'm going to say the Rams take this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's going to be such a good game.
I say a field goal or less, but yeah, I think Rams take this one at home.
I think it's going to be so good.
Stafford lights up that secondary, that weak secondary.
Yeah.
They ain't going to run much, but this is why they got Stafford, and I think he's going to be on full display.
they've
Cooper Kupp is going to light him up,
Dude,
son.
Cooper Kupp's a monster.
Him and Stafford just look fucking sick together. So
because the Bucks, one of their corners got injured, right?
It was already a bit like
shaky.
It was already a little bit suspect, but yeah, they lost. What's his name in the first game? There, his arm. Can't remember right off the top of my head,
but either way, like that was their one iffy part depth wise, and they had an injury, and I think the Rams now have the ability with Stafford, like you were saying, completely agreed to go deep. It'll be such a good
coupling it
game.
up this week too. You had 9 for a $1.63 and two tubs.
Yep.
Like so, yeah. Him and Stafford. I think Stafford has a really good game. What time is that one at?
I think that one's an earlier game. I could be wrong though.
No, it's the afternoon. I think.
Okay.
Speaking of Tampa Bay, a disgusting stat I seen. So Tom Brady, right, in his 20s,
Yeah, I seen this.
threw 147 tubs.
Fucking wild.
In his 40s, he's already had 134.
But he's 4
This
years
is
in.
fucking stupid.
He's
man.
gonna pass it in
this is
half
so
the
crazy.
time. It's so ridiculous.
And he's getting off to a better start than his 2007 MVP. He has 9 tubs, 2 picks, and I can't remember how many yards. He's right up there in yards too, like
Dude,
third.
ridiculous
So
amount.
like last week, a lot of his 3 of his touchdowns were like within 3 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think he's like really trying to set the record, bro.
yeah, I agree.
With the extra game too,
Oh, I think he will.
I think what is the record, like 55 maybe or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's just crazy to be like there's no one else in the history of really sports, in my opinion, who I'm like, yo, this guy at 44 is better than he was at 28. Like that just does not exist.
No.
Like anywhere.
It shouldn't exist.
No, it
Like someone check him
it's
for
so fucking
PEDs right
crazy.
now. Like that's what I want to know.
It's wild.
5 years from now he's gonna be pulling off some like Lance Armstrong 2.0 shit. You know what I mean? But no, pretty crazy.
It's so impressive.
The young guns, Trevor and Zach, 10 picks between them for the first 2 weeks.
Dude,
Rough go.
Zach, was it 3 picks on 3 attempts?
No, that was Burrows. Went 200 passes with no picks, and then 3 on 3 consecutive pass attempts against the Bears.
That's really
It's like,
tough.
bro, what are you doing?
Really tough.
But yeah, Trevor and Zach. But whatever.
You're playing with nothing.
I want them to gun it, like throw it around. Like Zach Wilson, I think only had 3 interceptions his last season in college. So like he had 4, and it was against Belichick. Belichick eats you alive if you're a young QB, right? But yeah, so whatever. Like everyone's talking about like Mac Jones, and he's like the highest graded. But if you watch his games, he's got the training wheels on for sure, right?
Big time.
Good system, whatever. You want him to be successful, I get it. But like, I want my guys to fucking throw it around the yard, and this is how you're gonna learn. And I like, Peyton Manning had, I think, more picks after 2 games.
Yep.
I'm not saying these guys are Peyton Manning, but like,
But that's what it is, right? You want to see them actually take steps and not just be the check down guy for their entire career.
And I love both these guys. Zach Wilson's got a fucking cannon on him. So yeah, we'll see. And Fields named starting quarterback this week. A lot of injuries this week, eh? Tua, Dalt, or Tyrod. At least he didn't get stabbed again by the doctor. So Tua, Tyrod,
He's had
Andy
such
Dalton.
a tough run, man. Tyrod Taylor. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
and apparently he's out for a while too. I heard. Wentz, T.J. Watt, Jarvis Landry.
Tons of people going down, man.
But usually injuries occur first 2 weeks. We know this. I think they say the data shows in the first 5 weeks of play, 56% of injuries occur during weeks 1 and 2.
It makes sense. Like if your body's gonna fall apart, it'll fall apart right away.
Yeah, or you know what I mean. But well, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Anything else sports wise you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it, dog.
This is kind of sports. I don't know if you've seen this. So former like Team USA Gymnastics, including Ali Raisman and Simone Biles, they went to the FBI at a hearing talking about Larry Nasser.
Yeah,
You seen this?
Oh, I've been following this for a long time.
So this, for those who don't know, Larry Nasser was a team doctor for USA Gymnastics, and not just like the Olympic team, but like from top to bottom, like picking up athletes when they're young all the way up to the Olympic level. And he was basically accused of like hundreds of sexual abuse crimes.
Probably more than hundreds, bro.
Like, and so Simone and Ali Raceman, like if you watch their testimonials, like it's actually tough to listen to.
You know how much time he got? Like fucking, I want to say like 1,000 years or something. This guy got mad time.
Tons.
Bro.
But like listen to their testimonials, and like it's pretty heart wrenching. Like they're basically saying like, yo, the FBI knew about this years ago, and they didn't do anything. Like,
yeah, they covered it up. But like, yo, I'm not really surprised, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be doing foul shit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think covering up. Like, so did they ever give the reason, or do we find out the reason why they covered it up?
No, the head of the FBI now apologized for it. And it's like they totally dropped the ball. Totally admitted to fucking basically not listening to any of their claims. You know, how they say the bullshit from here on forward, we'll, want to do right by you and that kind of shit. But he admitted that they dropped the ball 1,000%. It's like so much evidence that they fucking... Like, one of the girls was, like, crying on the phone to the FBI agent, telling him what the doctor did. And, like, there's, like, big, long pause, and they're like, are you done?
Jesus
Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, I'm not surprised, man. Real talk.
See, I am, man. Like, the FBI, that is their own... Like, I understand, like, politicians and covering up and doing stuff, but the FBI's job is to stop shit like this.
Yeah. But...
You would think, like, whoever was in charge of that case would step down or be fired or tried or something.
Oh, he only got 60 years. I thought it was like mad long. Oh no, 175 years.
Okay, there you go. Good. He's a piece of shit.
So, you see him too? Like, the guy's like so smug, bro. Obviously, that guy's not in general population either.
No,
he's in
not
fucking. He's in like, yeah. Guy's got to go to shower with a lock in the sock. You know what I'm saying?
Chastity belt, bro.
Man, like seriously, dog. But whatever, as you should. They get their hands on them.
Oh, you
Fuck
deserve
that,
it,
man. You know 100%. What I mean? Yeah.
You seen that video? There was like this thing going on TikTok, and this lady got charged for murder because she like killed some pedophile, right? And then I forget. I'm sure I can find a clip for next time. But she's like walking out the courtroom, and the guy's like, "How do you feel?" She's like, I'm just sad I didn't shoot him quicker or something like that. And she's like, what about his family? She's like, his family deserves to die too. We should get loaded up into the cop car. Like, oh shit, let's go.
I like it. Obviously the cast of Jackass.
Yeah.
So I've seen a story. So all the movies that they did, they obviously a lot of injuries, right?
Oh, dude. Tons.
So they went through it. So since the premiere more than 20 years ago, obviously, okay, we all know these different stunts. There's like 79 reported injuries by the 6 main cast members, okay? So it led to $24 million in medical bills. Yeah, dog. That's so nutty, bro.
Between 6 people, that's crazy.
Like Knoxville led the way. He alone was $8.6 million.
That's ridiculous.
They said so some of the injuries from an alligator bite, brain hemorrhaging, multiple broken bones, 16 concussions.
Concussions are everybody on that crew, including all the people
that's like
filming.
The initiation, bro. Yeah,
dude, that's light
initiation.
Work. That's Tuesday lunch.
So, and then they got a breakdown of all the other ones. But yeah, you're looking at $24 million in medical costs. That's pretty wild, son. Yo, come to film that shit in Canada, man.
You go back, right? You go back and like watch some of those like videos though. What they were
got
putting
another one coming out too, apparently. I think I watched the first one. Never watched any.
Dude,
other
what
ones.
they're putting themselves through is insane.
Well, what's his name was like all drunk and like talking mad, Bam.
Bam.
Was, like,
oh, dude, he's in like a mental institute.
I think he was like, I don't want to save. He's like, got issues, but
oh, dude, he has huge issues with drugs.
I think he admitted
alcoholism.
actually after he made that video, he apologized. I think and it's like whatever. But
no,
like,
dude, this has been going on for years. The whole Jackass crew basically said like, if you're gonna do this video, you have to be clean, and then he relapsed.
I bet you. They're all so fucking high on every one of these movies. You have to be high to do this shit,
dude,
bro.
Steve-O's completely clean. Johnny Knoxville's completely clean.
Fuck that.
Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah. Like at the beginning, shit show. But a bunch of them after Ryan Dunn died, a lot of them clean up.
That was the car accident guy?
Yeah.
So what is this one? The 4th one? They were supposed to come out, but they put it off because of the pandemic, so they're going to release it now. Is it? Wait, I want to see if I have it.
It's either 4 or 5 or something like that.
So.
Steve-O did his own thing too.
February 2022. Apparently, it's the fourth one.
There we go.
$24 million in medical bills for 4 movies. Fuck, crazy, man.
That's wild. You got anything else?
Yeah, I got one little fucking Sugar Shane Mosley, the boxer.
Okay, I've heard the name. I don't know who he is though.
So he's been retired for a while. He fought Canelo in 2012, right?
Yeah.
This is when Canelo was 40-1, and Sugar Shane was like on his way out. He only had like 5 more fights, I think, after this one, right?
Yeah.
So Sugar Shane says they're gonna pay him 600 G's, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I made a bet for $1 million that I would beat Canelo, right? If I would have won that bet, he would have won $6 million, right? He's like, quote, he says, I was thinking this snot-nosed kid is not going to beat me. Well, he did beat you.
I love the energy, believing in yourself, but
he came out owing $400,000. So you got your ass handed to you and came out owing 400 G's. That sucks, dog.
that's wild.
So, yeah, let that guy not manage anyone's money. That's fucking brutal, bro.
Wasn't there a UFC fighter who did that too? He bet his purse like $40K that he'd win and then lost the fight.
Yeah, that was like, I think a little while back. But yeah, I think I do remember hearing something about that. Yo, I love the confidence, though.
I love the energy.
love it. Yo, that's dope. But it's tough
It's
going
a
home.
tough look.
Yeah, going home when you're like, you still got to owe people out of your pocket, your corner, and all them, you know, like, so. Yeah, it sounds good. It's a great story if you win. But if you lose, man.
It's a tough go.
Go home to wifey and be like, yo, I got my ass kicked and,
And we got
made
nothing.
no money. Yeah,
No
that
shit.
sucks. You got anything?
Nothing that I really want to talk about. I got a funny story, but I kind of want to lead off with it next week.
All right, cool. I got nothing. If you got something,
all right, let's
rap
call it
about
then.
Yeah, okay.
All right, everybody. For those who don't know, we do right now just one show a week. We're reverting back to the old format for now. We're going to try it out. We may revert back to 2 episodes, but we'll see how she goes. For those who don't follow us, please follow us. Please leave a review. Please like, subscribe, whatever it is on whatever platform. Highly Unlikely Pod on everything. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.